Marcus Aurelius once remarked, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In a world where emotions can feel like wild, untamed waves, how do we find our anchor? Join us as we delve into 7 Stoic lessons that hold the key to mastering your emotions and navigating life's storms with steadfast resolve. Before we begin, please like the video to support the continued spread of Stoic philosophy. If you haven't already, subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss any updates. Lesson number 1. Distinguish between what you can control and what you can't. Have you ever felt caught in a storm, not of rain and thunder, but of life's unexpected challenges? The ancient Stoic philosophers from Greece and Rome offer a guiding principle, the dichotomy of control. Imagine you're planning an outdoor event, and despite all your preparations, it rains. You can't control the weather, but your response to it is entirely up to you. You could grumble and be frustrated, or you could adapt by moving the event indoors or embracing the rain as a refreshing change. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who rose from slavery to become one of the most influential thinkers of his time, said it best: "Some things are within our control and others are not." This simple wisdom can transform our lives. Every day, we face situations. Some we can influence, like our routines, the books we read, or the company we keep. But many are beyond our grasp, like global events, the actions of others, the passage of time, and the weather. The Stoics believed our well-being depends not on external events, but on how we interpret and respond to them. It's not the event itself, but our judgment about it that causes our emotions. Think of a setback you faced. Maybe you didn't get a job you wanted. Initially, it felt disastrous, but with time, perhaps you saw it led to better opportunities or personal growth. How do we practice this? Start by asking, is this within my control? If yes, take action. If no, practice acceptance and adaptability. By internalizing this principle, we free ourselves from unnecessary anguish and navigate life with calm, knowing we can't control the winds but can adjust our sails. Lesson number 2. Reflect before reacting. In today's fast-paced digital age, the art of reflection can seem outdated. Yet it's this very practice that can save us in a world demanding instant responses. Think about the countless decisions we face daily, from choosing a meal to deciding on a career path. The spectrum of choices is vast, but it's not just the magnitude of decisions that matters, it's our approach. Imagine reading a message that strikes a nerve, a colleague questioning your work, or a friend making an offhand comment. The gut reaction might be defensiveness or anger. But what if, instead, you took a step back? Allowing yourself a momentary pause isn't suppressing emotions. It's giving them space to breathe and be understood. Reflection isn't about passive acceptance or avoidance. It's about active engagement with our thoughts and feelings. Ask yourself, why did this comment affect me so deeply? What underlying beliefs or past experiences are influencing my current emotions? Is my immediate reaction based on this situation or past baggage? This practice fosters empathy. By giving ourselves time, we also consider others' perspectives. Maybe that colleague had a stressful day, or that friend didn't realize the impact of their words. In relationships, reflection can be a cornerstone, helping us avoid misunderstandings and fostering productive discussions. In professional settings, reflective leaders are often more respected and effective, seen as thoughtful, measured, and wise. In a world that feels like it's moving at breakneck speed, the act of reflection is a quiet yet powerful rebellion against immediacy, a commitment to depth over breadth, understanding over impulsivity, and meaningful connections over fleeting interactions. Lesson number 3. Practice dispassion. In an emotional roller coaster of a world, practicing dispassion might seem counterintuitive, but it holds transformative power. Dispassion isn't about suppressing emotions or becoming indifferent. It's about cultivating a balanced perspective, a calm amidst the storm. Imagine being able to observe events, situations, and your own emotions without being overwhelmed. Think about watching a gripping movie. There are moments of tension, excitement, and sadness, but a part of you knows it's just a movie. You don't rush to help the hero or console the crying character. You observe, feel, but remain in your seat. This is dispassion, being engaged with life, feeling its emotions, but knowing when to remain seated in the theater of your mind, observing without getting lost in the drama. This is crucial in our age of information overload, where reacting passionately to every piece of news would exhaust us. Dispassion offers a buffer, a sustainable way to engage with the world. In relationships, it helps navigate heated moments, fostering effective listening and reducing conflicts. Cultivating dispassion starts with self-awareness, checking in with ourselves, recognizing our emotional triggers, and understanding our patterns. It enhances life's joys, allowing us to immerse ourselves in the journey without constant fear of loss or change. Practicing dispassion is about finding equilibrium, a compass pointing to inner peace, guiding us through life's varied terrains with grace. Lesson number 4. Ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? Life is full of moments that test our patience, resilience, and perspective. From minor inconveniences like spilled coffee to significant challenges like disagreements with loved ones, our days are filled with situations that evoke various emotions. In the heat of the moment, it's easy to get caught up in our feelings. A missed deadline or a critical comment can feel overwhelming. But asking, will this matter in 5 years, can shift our perspective and bring clarity. This question acts as a mental time machine, transporting us to the future and allowing us to look back at the present moment. Many of our current worries will be forgotten footnotes in our life story. Reflect on the challenges and worries you had 5 years ago. How many still hold weight today? This realization is both humbling and liberating. Using this question helps prioritize our concerns, distinguishing between short-term setbacks and long-term implications. A bad day at work might feel overwhelming now, but in the grand scheme, it's just one day in a long career. This perspective fosters resilience, reducing anxiety and promoting problem solving. It's not just about minimizing concerns, but focusing on what truly matters. By regularly revisiting this question, we navigate life with grace, directing our energy toward what truly counts. Lesson number 5. Keep your expectations realistic. Navigating life requires a balance of hope and realism. We enter situations with expectations, whether about a new job, relationship, or project. These expectations guide us, but can also weigh us down if they're built on idealism rather than realism. The Stoics believed our suffering often stems not from events themselves, but from our perceptions and expectations of those events. Imagine embarking on a journey expecting smooth paths and perfect weather, only to face rocky terrain and storms. The journey isn't bad, but it feels worse because it clashes with expectations. Contrast this with understanding challenges and uncertainties will arise you're better prepared mentally and emotionally. Keeping expectations realistic isn't about pessimism, but aligning hopes with reality, understanding life's mix of highs and lows. In relationships, expecting perpetual bliss sets us up for disappointment. Recognizing conflicts are natural helps navigate them with grace. Professionally, setting realistic expectations means acknowledging not every project will be a success. It enhances appreciation for the present, freeing us from constant comparison to idealized visions. By grounding our hopes in realism, we protect ourselves from unnecessary disappointment and open ourselves to genuine joy and fulfillment. Lesson number 6. Surround yourself with positivity. Our environment shapes our thoughts, feelings, and actions. The people we interact with, the media we consume, and the spaces we inhabit all contribute to our well-being. It's said we become the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. This isn't just about habits, but energy, outlook, and attitudes. Surrounding ourselves with positivity means choosing those who uplift, inspire, and support us. Imagine walking into a room filled with laughter and warmth that invigorates us. Contrast this with a room filled with negativity, it drains us. Choosing our inner circle is significant, seeking those embodying qualities we aspire to: optimism, resilience, kindness, and wisdom. Positivity isn't limited to people. It extends to content, spaces, and activities. Curating a positive environment might mean choosing uplifting books over sensationalist news or creating a serene living space. It's about building a foundation of positivity to navigate difficulties, reminding us of the good in the world and ourselves. Positivity is contagious, enhancing our well-being and contributing to others. By surrounding ourselves with positive influences, we create a ripple effect, uplifting those around us. Lesson number 7. Be present. In a world full of distractions, being present feels like a lost art. Our minds oscillate between the past and future, but life unfolds in the present, where we find the depth of experience. The Stoics emphasize the importance of the present, not as a fleeting moment, but as the only reality. Epictetus reminded us we can't change the past or predict the future, but we can control our present actions and attitudes. Think of moments you were fully immersed, like watching a sunset or savoring a meal. Worries about past and future faded, and you were engaged in the now. This state of presence is a source of peace and a gateway to a richer life. It allows true connection with others, showing respect and empathy, fostering deeper relationships. In daily activities, presence brings fulfillment, turning mundane tasks into sources of joy. Practicing presence enhances our ability to handle challenges, focusing on immediate steps with clarity. Cultivating presence starts with mindfulness practices, like deep breaths or meditation. Regularly ask yourself, am I fully here in this moment? And guide your attention back. Embrace the gift of now, enhancing your life and bringing your best self to every interaction. In the present lies the power to shape reality, find joy in the ordinary, and live with intention and grace.